Fuck it.
Greetings and salutations.
That ain't what we do right here. That ain't how we do it.
The boys are back in time.
Yeah, we are. What's happening, guys?
How you doing, J-Ho?
Hey, I'm here, man. Happy Caesar salad day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Caesar salad day.
Caesar salad day.
R.I.P.
Turns
McNair.
100.
Yeah, it turned 100 years. Caesar.
Is it a good Caesar salad? You like Caesar
I
salad?
like a good Caesar. God, like a good Caesar.
What about you,
salad.
Weezy?
No.
You don't eat Caesar salads?
A good
I don't eat
Caesar.
Caesar salads no more either,
I
but
don't eat salad, period.
damn, dog.
A good
You
Caesar.
don't eat salad either?
Well, no, I eat a lot of vegetables, though.
Yeah,
A lot of vegetables.
good for you.
Me too.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Me too.
A lot of
I'm
vegetables.
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomatoes is rough though.
Yeah, I was about to say then.
You a squash and zucchini guy?
I squash and zucchini for sure. I love it.
You whip like
yeah.
you straight
On
raw
the vegetable skewers.
Okra?
Okra, yeah.
okra salad.
Okra salad.
Really?
Yeah. Asparagus.
Asparagus?
It's rough.
Asparagus is solid.
Beets?
Nah, I don't really fuck with beets. Nah, I ain't had no salad in a long time. Anyway, my God. Jeff, give me your song of the week, my brother.
Man, you know I'm gonna keep it on brand.
Mm.
Young Killer Mike released a new single, Humble. It's been heavy rotation. Heavy what? Dang, what's that about, ho? That song hard. You know that. You need to press play on that.
No, I haven't. It won't do it. It won't do it. I will not do it. Weezy, give me your song of the week.
Song of the week for me is Travis Scott
Mhm.
featuring Thugger. Pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, man. Ooh, it's lit.
That's good. Right?
My song of the week is 0 to 100 by Drake.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah. Classic song, classic tunes. Just watch out for the boy. Just watch out for the boy. That's all I'm saying. Video was mid, too. Let's keep it real.
He still.
Video wasn't like that.
I don't speak on that.
Yeah,
I know
good.
better.
Yeah.
Would that be to say that was me?
It's just all right. I thought it was going to be worse than that. I'm
No,
gonna
I do. I like
see what-
the
that's all
fact that he
he put
pulled
the
punches.
owl
I like
in
the
there.
fact
He
that he
knocked the
pulled
owl.
punches.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he pulled punches. He didn't take it there.
He still.
Album coming out 8/8/24.
Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
so. Yeah. All right, let's get to it,
Hell of a
guys.
rollout for an album.
Hell of a rollout.
Drake did it.
Full sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
Coach Lock out on assignment. Shout out to you, Coach.
Coach.
Shout out to you, Coach. What's up, cameraman? How you doing, brother? Great.
All right.
Say less. Say less. Episode 522. We're handing out winners and losers from the 2024 NBA free agency class.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better let them know it.
Better than believe it.
Let's kick it off. Wheezy, best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best of the week for me is I'm still on the high with LeBron James right now with the Power movie made, man.
Yeah.
It's just they ain't got him a guaranteed contract.
Now, you're going to get that anyway.
It just don't happen for the 55th pick. It doesn't happen,
Yeah.
but it did. It did happen.
Guarantees happen for the 55th pick. No, never happened. Just not that much money.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, for sure. And the guy realized too, man, what people are missing the point of LeBron James Jr. is going to bring more people in than drafting Sange Shalaba that played at Northwestern. You see what I'm saying? So in turn, yes, his contract is a little bit more than Shanghai Shalabay's, but at the same time, he's going to bring in upwards of
Those G League
50 million more views.
Those G League tickets just went up. Because he's going to play
man.
majority of the season in G League. Those G League tickets just went up.
You playing G League too?
Yeah, he played majority of the season in G League per his contract.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Summer League stars. Yeah.
Shout out to Summer League.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man. What up, Jeff? Best of the week.
Man. So, it doesn't really help me. But if I was a high recruit in college right now, I'd be happy. The NCAA removed weed from their banned substance list.
Yeah, they did.
So the young boys is partaking.
And they are.
Yeah, shout out to the young boys is partaking.
And they are. Yeah.
Nick, we talked about that.
That's I hate that, man, because I know a lot of dudes that like to get high right now.
Yeah.
That should have been playing in college, man.
Yeah, nah, that's tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, man, that's tough. I seen a lot of people get suspended and
Yeah,
kicked off teams for
game.
weed. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. My best of the week is Quincy Wilson, 16-year-old, will join Team USA for the 4x4 relay team. He's at the fastest 400-meter time by someone under 18 in history, running a 4.59. 44 is crazy at 16, man.
He was rolling it. He held his own with them. You know how I was joking about this shot to the heads when we talked about this. The young man's name is Quincy, right? 16. He's running next to a grown man in his 30s named Vernon. Like, you know how it feel to be running next to a man named Vernon and you 16 years old? Nah. That's tough, man. Shout out to Quincy.
Man, the youngest American Olympic runner since Cindy Gilbert in 1972. No American male has run in the Olympics at a younger age. Shout out to Quincy, man. Good luck, man.
Good luck to him.
Worst of the week, Weezy. Talk to the people.
Man, worst of the week is 4th of July, man. And listen. I'm a hot chicken connoisseur.
Yeah.
I'm from the city. I love my hot chicken.
Yeah.
They got to get away from the 4th of July hot chicken. It's too much going on in the city already with the fireworks.
Yeah.
Let's make that another day. It needs a day of its own.
Yeah.
It needs a day of its own.
Make it the 5th.
Yeah. The day after or something like that,
Yeah.
man, because it was too hot. Everybody was it's just too much going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
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 Couldn't enjoy, you can't go out there and get you no good hot chicken. It's just too much going on.
Yeah. Yeah. My worst of the week are 4th of July fireworks. I think I use this every year. All right, make it stop after the 4th, man.
Yeah, we
that was
done.
certain that we done.
It's just the 5th, Jay.
Man, get it over
Stop.
with, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
You sound real.
I know.
Yeah.
I
It's just
know,
the 5th,
bro.
dog.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
So last night, it was rough on you last night.
No, it wasn't bad. I'm just saying I'm preparing for the 5th and the 6th because you got to realize now 4th of July was on a Thursday.
Here we go.
So now we got to roll into Friday fireworks, Saturday fireworks, and probably Sunday night fireworks.
That sounds like a horrible.
That don't sound like fun.
The
man.
worst for me is it was a week before the 4th. They've been shooting them all week anyway.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is riding into an entire weekend full of fireworks is tough, man. Nobody got time for that. You know what I probably will start doing? Planning a trip on the 4th of July.
Good trip.
You know what I'm saying?
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
Get your nice. You the Airbnb guy. Get your nice Airbnb.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the B&B. Pay your way. What you got, Jeff?
Oh my God. I got 2 of them. Real quick. Rick Ross. It happens to everybody. But here's the thing though. Can't let nobody in your face like that for that long. You worth that amount of money. I'm not gonna speak on it. It's been beat to death. But here's the thing. Keep people out your face talking to you like that. Rick Ross. And real quick. Ryan Garcia.
I was gonna ask you about
Ryan
that.
Garcia. What the hell? Like, what are we doing?
CTE.
Like, yeah, it's gotta be.
CTE or drugs.
Real bad drugs. Like,
Bro,
this is
George
like,
Floyd was crazy.
That is insane. Like,
shit he was saying was crazy, bro.
I get crashing out and I get one that's like,
Nah, that's different.
I
what
get
he
taking the
doing.
Kanye approach of trying to get up from under your contracts, but dude,
Yeah, nah, he different.
you gotta relax.
His whole team black, bro.
Yeah.
Like, think if you worked with him
Yeah.
day to day,
You a
and your
coach.
whole team
Yeah.
black, and you say that should have been a yellow box, but we got one.
We would. The yellow box is much deserved.
Yeah.
But make sure, speaking of yellow box, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music. To catch up on the full archive of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho.
Yes, sir.
And Weezy.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
We do. This week's award recipient is your boy, Jamarcus Russell, Jay.
He put Jamarcus on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's your boy.
Okay. It's tough. The downward spiral of former number 1 overall pick Jamarcus Russell took another turn over the weekend after it was revealed that the ex-Raiders quarterback was fired as a volunteer assistant coach at Williamson High School in Mobile, Alabama, amid allegations that he stole money from said school. Russell's facing a lawsuit that claims that he stole a $74,000 donation check from Chris Knowles, who owns a local business right around the Mobile area that was meant for said school. Now, Knowles reportedly donated the money to help the football team buy equipment for its weight room, but the money never made it to the school. It was instead deposited into Russell's account in July of 2022. Russell withdrew $55,000 before payment was stopped on the check after Knowles said that it was never given a donation receipt. Guys, Jamarcus made what, 25?
Out the gate. Yeah, he made a quick 25.
He made 25.
Yeah, they changed the rule.
That was back.
him.
He and the other kid,
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford, the reason why the rule changed.
Yeah. And he was on the pivot, and I remember them asking, Jamarcus, do you still have some money?
Yeah.
And Jamarcus said, I'm straight. Now, maybe he was taking the money to give some of the volunteer assistant coaches. I'm hoping that was the reason.
Yeah.
Because if he did the $55,000 for himself to pay some wages,
Get another chain.
I never forget I saw Jamarcus Russell when the Raiders were playing the Titans down here, and he had the biggest chain. This is right around the time of BMF, so it was the big circular chains. He had the big boy just plate.
Yeah.
And Jamarcus Russell not a little dude.
Nah, but it took up
all of Jamarcus's torso.
Yeah.
And I said, oh man, he's spending that money. Wow.
Yeah.
He spent all that money and can't call a play in the huddle to save his life.
Jamarcus wasn't paying. He wasn't paying no attention to no plays.
Nah, he can't call a play in the huddle.
Man, they gave him a blank DVD.
Yeah.
That's still the funniest story ever.
There wasn't no DVD in there.
That's still the funniest story ever.
Damn. When last time you cracked open a DVD?
Ooh.
Do you have access to a DVD player?
The PS5?
You got the disc drive on your PS drive?
I got the.
Yeah, when I dropped mine, I done been.
Yeah.
You remember how mad I was when I dropped my PS5?
Yeah.
I had to buy a whole new PS5.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a disc drive PS5.
Yeah. I have access. The last time I put a DVD, last time I actually watched the DVD, I think it's before I was doing the show. Before I was doing this podcast. I haven't watched the DVD.
Bro, and the quality on DVDs, it's bad.
Yeah, it's because it's old, guys. It's supposed to be.
But they're still making DVDs.
Still making DVDs. Yeah. Still making Blu-rays.
Blu-rays, yeah.
Speaking of DVDs, I watched the movie this weekend.
What?
I went to the movies.
You went to the movies and watched Bad Boy?
Yeah, I did.
That's what's up.
I did.
Shout out to you.
Bad Boys 4.
I ain't never seen no movie theater since. I haven't been inside a movie theater since pre-COVID.
I can see that.
Yeah, since pre-COVID.
But it's been low for the movie since COVID.
Ain't no good movie.
And the writer's
Bad
strike.
Boys are pretty good.
Bad Boys pretty good. I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
When does it get on streaming, cameraman? You know. It might be.
It's approaching. It's got to be approaching.
Yeah, there it is.
Because they don't take them about a month.
Yeah.
And you on streaming. You on streaming. Well, if you do bad, you.
I will take this yellow box to Jamarcus Russell. Shout out to Jamarcus.
Be careful, man. He's
I know, man. But he be all right. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Peace,
yeah, he know he know it's all love. Yeah.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. Don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do? Big Jeff, where they can find you on social media, my guy.
Weezy, you can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
Jay, where can I find you?
J Hove on Instagram, J Hove on Twitter, J Hove on Threads. You know what I'm saying? We're finna get it cracking on Threads.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your Finsta?
Wow, brother.
What's your Finsta?
I don't even know what that is.
That's
your IG. I want your Finsta. I want to know the real you.
I want to know the real you. Oh man, what you have?
I'm how is it on Twitter and FSP_Weezy on IG. Holla at me.
Holla at you. Where you at on? What's your OnlyFans? What's your Snapchat?
I ain't got no Snapchat.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I ain't got no Snap.
Now you quick draw McGraw. You know you on Snapchat.
I probably on Snap. I ain't on Snap. I ain't on OnlyFans. I ain't got no. I want a TikTok. I'm gonna give me a TikTok. I'm gonna give me a TikTok. Yeah, I don't even get that. I only got.
That's so down, man.
What's funny?
You know what I'm saying? You quick draw McGraw.
I don't talk about.
We'll tell you off first.
So let's get this half off some WNBA
At
talk.
least I had OnlyFans. Couple subscriptions.
I bet you do. The 2024 season continues to be a historic one for the WNBA. This year's WNBA All-Star Game will feature a battle between Team USA and Team WNBA. Nearly the entire roster of Team WNBA was eligible for Team USA, and this year's WNBA All-Stars were selected based on a combination of a fan, player, media, and coach vote. Now, Clark picked up the most votes with 700,000 votes. When I say Clark, that is Caitlin Clark. Let's kind of put things in perspective, guys. The highest vote getter from 2023 was Aja Wilson with 90,000. 90,000. So she was followed by her Indiana teammate, Aaliyah Boston, who had 600,000. Aja Wilson and Breonna Stewart, who were already selected for Team USA, finished 3rd and 4th, respectively, in fan voting. What does this say for the future of the WNBA, Jeff?
Well, to steal a term I heard watching the WNBA game this week is Clarkonomics, man.
Clarkonomics.
And
that's right.
My percentage is going to be off, Karen, man. I went too good in math in college and or high school, so I'm going to leave it alone. But going from less than 100,000 votes for your highest vote getter to your highest vote getter now having 700,000 votes. 600%. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. So that shows you the eyes are on the sport. You know, her game. She now has 9 of the top 10 attendance games in WNBA history this season already.
It's tough, man.
So,
Weezy, how you feel about it?
I mean, what's the word you like to use? Is on the right I can't say that word.
Trajectory.
Yeah, it's on the right trajectory.
Yeah.
So, I mean, numbers are looking good.
Yeah, the W in a good place, man.
The numbers are looking good.
Yeah. I think that they kind of robbed Kennedy Carter.
Definitely, no kind of.
And more importantly, more than anybody, not Nalissa Smith, but Dejanay Carrington. I really think that she, with the best record in the WNBA, averaging double what she averaged last year, and an all-defense performer, she definitely should have been nominated.
Over Clark?
No, over somebody. She should have been on said team.
Well, 100%. I do this. They haven't adjusted like the NBA, and they shouldn't yet. But their fan vote is 50%.
Yeah,
and then coaches vote and media vote. So
they're
50%. So you look at it from this standpoint, kind of what you mentioned, Jay.
Yeah,
the Fever have 3 players on the All-Star team.
That's crazy.
And they're below 500.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And
the Seattle Storm has 1 player, and they get 13-6 record.
Yeah,
like that's not right.
But
it's not right.
You got to go with who's watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Deserves to make
Aaliyah Boston deserves to make team.
Yeah, but I'm saying Dejanay Carrington definitely, Kennedy Carter definitely, both deserve to be on that team. So this is the first time since 2021 the WNBA pit Team USA versus their Team WNBA.
Team WNBA won that game.
Yeah, defeated them 93-85. Yeah. So, but back to the WNBA, this is great. I'm excited. We actually got Weezy out of I think they played 19 games. How many games have you watched? More than 5.
For sure. Huh?
Yeah. So if you look at that.
It's been my Sunday fixture lately.
You see what I'm saying? So a person that didn't watch zero over the past 4 years.
5 to 6.
Yeah. 5 to 6 games. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know where it's trending in the right direction. Yeah.
Can't wait to see Clark and Reese on the court at the same time. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
The same team. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's keep it in basketball, but move it to the NBA.
Yep.
We love to talk that money on FSG.
Got to.
The Celtics are making Jayson Tatum the newest member and the newest member of the highest paid NBA player club and the newest member of the $300 million club. They have both members of that club, by the way. Boston's forward agreed to a 5-year, $315 million contract extension to remain with the NBA champs. The NBA, the new pack will begin on the 25-26 season and keep him in Boston through 29-30. And it has a player option and a trade kicker. This is all per reports, by the way.
Yep.
Big deal, little deal, no deal. J-Ho.
Man, this is huge. And what makes me so happy is that he took away $1 million from that 315 max, made it 314, which is the area code for St. Louis. So shout out to that. Repping your city. At the same time, it's weird that the Celtics ownership group is looking to sell that
majority.
Because they bought it in 2002 for right around $360 million, and you looking selling it for $4.7 billion.
After the championship, but I'm gonna tell you why.
Do tell.
I'm gonna tell you why. Well, they're looking at it as if just foremost, they don't own wherever they play at. What's the name of this thing? Garden.
TD Garden.
They don't own that.
Mm-hmm.
The Boston Bruins owners own that.
Okay.
So they're paying rent there.
Okay.
They're paying rent there. And at the same time, they're gonna have a hell of a payroll to pay.
Yeah, that's
And
true. Yeah.
You sell when the stock's at its highest.
You do. You sell high.
You won your championship.
Yeah.
You know, if you get $4.6 billion off $350, your family's rich forever. You sell while the stock is at its complete highest.
Yeah. With Grusbeck, man, hit the open market. Yeah, I mean 4.7. If you go back and look at the sales of teams, it is trended like it's crazy since Sterling. Yeah. 4.7. He bought it for $2 billion, and we thought, oh my God, we reported it as what the hell?
About $350 million. He bought $350 million, right?
What with Grusbeck?
Yeah,
yeah, $350 million.
Yeah, and he would get $4 billion for it?
4.7 billion. Probably closer to 5. He'll probably get 5.
Jeff, I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, but nah, shout out to Jayson Tatum. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
315, man. That's dope, man. Yeah, he deserves it. He's always been in one of his position.
What's the position to you? No, hold on. What's the position to you?
What is Jayson Tatum's position is the small forward position.
Position.
No, Kevin Durant is still considered a 3.
There we go.
Okay.
Whew. I got a little scared.
I'm thinking about just like the younger guys. I don't even look at KD and them no more, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
So
yeah.
KD did him?
Yeah. Giannis is a 4. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, before we get started with halftime, let's talk some soccer. U.S. men's national team was eliminated from the Copa America with a 1-0 loss to Uruguay, a defeat that will increase pressure on U.S. Soccer Federation to remove coach Greg Berhalter before the 2026 World Cup. Now, Uruguay scored their 66th goal when Nicolas de la Cruz swung a free kick in front of the U.S. goal. Using a lineup of players entirely from European clubs, Berhalter and the U.S. hope to show that the team has advanced as far as their skill level to the round of 16, their elimination against Netherlands at the 2026 World Cup. Instead, U.S. opened with a 2-0 win over Slars, real just slowly, Bolivia, and then being upset by Panama. Was this the last straw for Greg Berhalter, Jeff?
You got to think about it. Berhalter was brought in to usher in this what was called the golden era of soccer, of men's soccer in America, right? So he came in, he had a youth movement. He had in guys like Antone Robinson, McKinney, Yunus Musa, Brandon Arson, like different players like that was supposed to help build this program up. And they took strides. The reason why this seat is so hot, Copa America is one thing, but the reason why this seat is so hot is because the World Cup is going to be a North America represented World Cup between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And this was the one where the steps that he was taking for the program was supposed to be on full display.
Yep.
Now, 2026, I don't think you can keep him after this because you want to put on a show when you're the host country, one of the host countries for this for this World Cup, and you can't put him out there doing this.
No, you can't.
Not losing to. No.
Yeah, what you got, Will?
You can't. It's just too much losing.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's just too much losing. Soccer's at its peak.
Yeah.
And everybody's watching now. We're watching here in the U.S. now. So it's too much losing.
Yep. Very similar to what we talked about last week with Monty Williams. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, they won 14 games. You wasn't expecting them to win 14 games again, right? You were expecting them to at least get to 26, 28, seeing some type of promise. And you got Weston McKennie, like Jeff mentioned, and you got Christian Pulisic, and you got Giovanni Reina. You have guys that play on European clubs, and are they the man on their European teams? No, they're not. So in turn, until we get a guy that can step in and be and I'm not saying anybody can be Mbappe, but at least lead a team to victory. I think it's going to be tough, and the only way we'll do that is if we go and hire somebody that's outside of the U.S. that can help us. It could be Jurgen Klopp, it could be Thierry Henry, and it also can be my soccer guy, Pep Guardiola, who is the manager for Man City. So I think that would make the most sense, getting somebody else. I don't think they'll force him out unless they get one of those three big names. But it took them a long time to even keep Berhalter last time to get ready for COPA. we're getting ready for 2026 World Cup. If we don't get one of those guys, I think they'll keep Berhalter and try to figure out a way to get past, man. It's tough, man. Yeah, can't lose.
Can't
though.
lose
Yeah.
the Copa America.
Come on,
like,
man.
Not like that.
We didn't even score.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Anyway,
Look at us talking football.
look at that, man. Shout out to you too, Weezy.
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah, you dropped a.
Yeah.
I heard you drop a McKinney and
Yeah.
Anthony Robinson
Yeah.
too.
I'm trying, man.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
pretty
I'm
dope.
paying a little
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah, nah, there we go.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. Halftime. It's pocket watching with FSP. In the words of the great Lester Freeman, follow the money, Jimmy. All right, let's get going. Raiders, I almost said Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders coach Antonio Pierce got some weird things going on.
Yeah.
So here's what's happening, cameraman. He was a minor investor in some Nissan dealerships, some Hyundai dealerships, took some advice. Those dealerships went under. So then his wife got smart. Shout out to Jocelyn Pierce. She made a petition this month through the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Arizona. She listed as a resident, and after the car dealerships went under, her husband had invested in. They now owe $28 million to those dealerships. Whew. My goodness. She did not sign it as any personal guarantee herself, but she was named in the suits, and they're trying to satisfy their judgments. So, Nissan Motor Company and Hyundai Capital America recently attempted to garnish Mr. Pierce's wages.
Yep.
He's a head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. So, again, them garnishing his wages, that's a little rough. The garnishment actions forced the debtor to hurriedly file for bankruptcy on June 12th of this year, J-Ho.
Yeah.
She was granted extra time to produce required paperwork to get her filing because of a quick timeline. They are due by July 12th.
They are.
And they go to court on July 24th.
Mm.
It's a small woman right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. She need a settlement.
Yeah.
She need a cut. We can't garnish them wages.
Hell
Garnishing
no.
the coach's wages is rough.
I've never seen an
Yeah.
active coach or an
Yeah.
active NFL player go through bankruptcy like
Oh,
that.
it happens. They just
Yeah.
don't. It happens.
Yeah.
$28 million is
Yeah.
rough.
He only made right around 25 to 30 playing in the NFL. So that's a lot of money. But that's a lot of rich people do this, man. File for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Kind of get out of the
Give you some time.
yeah, it gives you a little
time.
breathing time. Yeah, that's tough, man. But and they were saying that he might coach for free this year.
Yeah, that was the rumor. Because the free is going to be the garnishment. Because he's going to go straight to the debtors.
Yeah. He's at a organization where that owner is rich, but he ain't the Denver Broncos owner.
And he can't just give him the money.
Yeah, and he's not the he ain't the yeah, he ain't Jerry Jones either.
Nah.
So
The coldest thing I've ever seen a team do for a coach. Remember Eric Spoelstra
That was cold.
who was going through a divorce. And the day that his divorce got finalized, the next day gave him his extension. So he had paid all his money out as far as alimony and all of that. And that is how you take
That's
care.
heat culture.
Yeah, that's heat culture.
That's heat culture.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
culture.
And
That's how you do it.
Boy, that was cold.
That's how you do it.
Boy.
That-
She was hot.
No. That's how you do it.
Oh no. Pat, no. I don't like Pat Riley as a human being, but they ain't got nothing. That's Mickey Harrison's doing. That they got nothing.
That's his
Pat-
culture.
What's
That's
wrong
how you
with
handle
him?
it. That's how you treat your
Pat
people.
Riley, man, he did when LeBron left. He wasn't very nice to Bron. He was saying some real slick shit.
But it's been only Braun that got that, though.
Shit.
Yeah, only Braun. Alonzo Mourning love him. Tim
No.
Hardaway love him.
No, I get that.
D-Wade loves him.
Bro, they did
Magic.
D-Wade wrong when he left. They didn't pay him, and they let him
brought
go
him
to
back.
Chicago.
Yeah.
And they brought him back because it was dead wrong what they did.
Okay.
Pat Riley is really a snake oil salesman.
Probably.
Yeah,
but
no.
every owner hates LeBron when he leaves.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the LeBron
He's a
effect.
cash cow.
Yeah, he's a cash
One
cow.
that doesn't hate LeBron right now is the Bus family. They love him.
Yeah,
Right now,
Show
like
him.
you said.
Yeah,
Right now, and
It
since-
shows.
And as soon as he leaves for a franchise that's gonna give him a franchise, they're gonna hate him.
yeah. Nah, they ain't gonna. I'm telling you that LeBron. And here's my hot take. I think LeBron retires this year. Yeah,
I ain't saying that. I
I think LeBron retires this year, and he does the farewell
Nah.
thing this year.
You think he announces it this year?
That's what I'm saying. If he don't
He ain't gonna-
announce it,
Bro, the season don't start until August.
LeBron is not retiring without a farewell tour.
And I'm trying to tell you, he's going to announce it this year.
And
it's going to be a
season
full
starts in
thing.
October.
Yeah.
Nah, ain't no way.
Training camp opens. They take pictures August, September.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I think
Kobe didn't announce it until September.
I think it's this year, and then going into the off season, he announces it. That way, it gives the Lakers time to do right by him and give him his farewell tour.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get started with the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Ain't no.
Full Sport Press.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasted. Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, the 2024 NBA free agency winners and losers. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
Cameraman, the NBA free agency period opened at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. NBA news has been pouring in since the league opened, and its offseason negotiations period began this week with the NBA draft complete and some of the biggest free agents already off the board with a few big trades already on the books. Let's talk about some early winners and losers from the 2024 NBA offseason. First things first is the winners. Jeff, give me your first winner and why.
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Talk to me.
All right. You make a trade. I know this is about free agents. You make a trade to get Alex Caruso. Boom.
No, that's all offseason.
That helps your defense,
Yeah.
right? Then you go get my dog. You go get Hardenstein. You go get iHeart.
Yeah.
On a 3-year deal. You keep your key wings on the bench. You keep Isaiah Joe and you keep Aaron Wiggins. They got team-friendly deals for them.
Team-friendly.
These are championship moves, Jay.
Yeah, man.
Go and get Hardenstein to help with Chet. They help get the boards that Chet miss. Chet gets the blocks. Chet gets the glamour, but Hardenstein does the dirty work.
Yeah.
SGA gets the glam. Caruso does the dirty work.
Yeah.
That's championship moves right there.
And people hear 3 years, $87 million for a career backup, and you kind of look like, why did they overpay him? But their lack of size was the problem that Jeff kind of mentioned there. Getting rebounds, they were getting crushed on the boards with just Chet down there. So I think Hardenstein's to be an immediate part of that starting lineup if Chet moves to the 4. And even if he comes off the bench, I think he'll have a bigger role than he had back in Mitchell Robinson in New York. That's a great addition to that team. Adding along Caruso, man, they figured it out. And I'll roll with that, Jeff. What you got? Your first winner?
Well, to speak on that,
OKC's,
management or front office,
they impressed.
Yeah. They've been there before. They've seen the big three not work out.
Yeah.
So they say, if we get here again, we got to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
So like Jeff said, that was a championship move.
It was.
All right, we lost in the final. We lost in the playoffs. This is what we need.
Yeah.
So they had to make that move again.
I'm rolling. Yeah. My first winner is the Philadelphia 76ers. You get PG. And I think he fits perfectly with this team. They desperately needed help on the wing. When in recent years, they toggled through a bunch of one-dimensional players, not named Tobias Harris, not named James Harden. But even at 34 years old, I think Paul George is still one of the premier two-way players, even at 34. And his 74 games that he played with the Clippers last year was the first time he played more than 56 games since 2018, 2019. So if healthy, I think this is one of those things where the Philadelphia 76ers are a top 4, top 3 team in the East. That's a big addition for them. And I think the only reason that you bring back Kelly Oubre, you bring back a guy that played a couple of years back in Andre Drummond. You got Eric Gordon there now.
I like that pickup.
Yeah. I think that's a good team now from the beginning to the end of that team because you still got Max. You still got the best player in the NBA in Joel Embiid. And now you put Paul George in rotation with that to stand in the corner when Joel's getting doubled. Those shots that Tobias Harris missed, Paul George is either going to pump fake, get to the rack, and score. And I think that's a great addition.
And it's an excellent addition because Paul George gets to play a role and not be dependent on as the man. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a better Robin than he is a Batman.
Yeah.
That's just who he is.
He's a piece, man. Paul George is a piece. Yeah. And a
piece.
really big piece, but a piece nevertheless.
Okay.
Really big piece.
I don't know about a really big piece, but he's a piece.
He's a piece.
That's a piece. I agree with you on piece. I just don't agree with you on big piece. Huh?
Yeah.
As long as he don't get to be, as long as he don't have to be dependent on to be the man, to
Paul
be the
George,
guy.
Paul George is all right. Joel Embiid is the guy on that team.
For sure.
Everybody knows that.
Max is 2.
And Maxey is coming into his own, but Maxey's gonna figure out his way to kind of work.
He's the number 2 on that team. Paul George is 3.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because if you look at,
I would.
well, I mean, yeah, okay. So if you look, let's go to New York then. If New York, who's number 1 on that team? JB.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
So who's number 2 on that team?
Mikal Bridges.
It's Julius Randle. See what I'm saying? So in
Mikal
turn, like,
Bridges.
there's going to be a pseudo 2 in any situation.
What?
Paul George can't get to a point where he's like, well, I'm going to be the second guy. There's going to be situations. It's all about matchups, guys. And there are times when we look and Jaylen Brown is only scoring 22 and Jayson Tatum has 35.
No, well,
and Drew Holiday,
yeah,
people.
the game is off situations and matchups, and you know.
So you can't
the
say
X
he's
and O's.
number 2.
But on paper, so right now, is Embiid, Max, and Paul George is the 3.
And what though? What on paper? What on paper?
When I
makes
look
you
at that team,
think
Paul
that
George.
why do you think Tyrese Maxey is number 2 on that team?
Age.
What?
That's all. That's the biggest thing is age.
So okay, if that's the case, then LeBron
seen
James
Tyrese
is
Maxey-
number 3 on his team. Then.
he should be at this age. He should be number 3 or 4. That's the problem with the Lakers.
Paul George is only 34 years old. Guys.
Oh, I'm talking about LeBron.
Yeah. So if we just going off age, man, like that's crazy. That don't make no
No,
sense.
I'm just saying.
I'm not
you
going
would
off
think
age.
at
I'm going off what
age,
Paul George does
at
best.
30, at 34, you should be able. You should not still need Paul George to be at the height of his superpowers.
Yeah, but what I'm
That's
saying,
all
there are
I'm
going to be nights that he's going to be at the height of
Yeah,
his
he's a
superpower.
great piece for them.
Yeah, you just don't like Paul George, and I'm
No,
cool with that.
I don't
what
have
I'm
a
saying
problem
is
with
make
Paul-
sure you hold
No,
James Harden accountable.
I
It's
do.
like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Jay, I've been on some episodes. I said James Harden my guy, but he ain't the same player. I've said that. Jeff, I mean, I said that.
Yes.
Said that plenty of times on this show.
Yeah, Jeff. There you go, Jeff. All right,
Then we can go back on record. I've said that, Jay.
let's go to it. All right, what's another winner, Jeff? You got another winner?
San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
You get CP3 for $11 million. You had a great draft. You got young backcourt players that you drafted. Now you get to be of this generation and probably the previous, the best point guard we've seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get to sit under the learning tree with him for at least a half a season. Because if the Spurs don't do well, which I don't believe they won't, but if they don't do well, you get to trade him at the trade deadline to a contender, him being Chris Paul. You get to trade him at the trade deadline for even more picks and more pieces, because now a contender would need a point guard. Or if they do well, like I assume they will, and make the playoffs with Chris Paul as your point guard. And yes, second year Wembanyama, that young core, and Chris Paul, that
They
team
need one
makes
more
the
piece,
playoffs.
Jeff.
They can get one more piece. They can probably get one
They need one more piece.
But they'll make the playoffs. They'll at least make the play-in.
To make the play-in, they need
Because-
because the play-in now is filled with Golden State, Los
Golden State
Angeles,
won't even be there this year.
whatever you want to bet that be in the 9th seed. Whatever you want to bet. Just come on, man. They did that without Klay Thompson, bro.
Spurs, so to get to the play-in, you got to win 40 games.
Yeah, you won
Spurs
49, Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. You got to win at least 40
You
games. to
said
get to the play-in.
40. 49
I'm
is
saying
the
at
ninth.
least 40.
No, 49.
Golden State won 47 games last year.
They won 47. That's what I'm saying. And they were the 10th seed.
That's what I'm trying to say is that's the cutoff, right?
No, you said 40.
At least 40 games.
No.
So what
You
I'm
need 47.
what I'm saying is
Okay.
the Clippers got worse. Golden State got way worse. And older.
Golden State didn't
And
get
older.
way worse.
They got older.
No, they didn't. Klay Thompson was a shell of himself. Brandon Podziemski is going to be all right there. He's going to be all right there.
And Buddy Hield's gonna make shots.
Bro, Klay Thompson shot 35. Nah, I ain't finna get off into that. Speaking of Klay Thompson, that's another winner for me. Let's be clear. Klay isn't going to suddenly start making shots like he did 5 years ago. And that's one of those things. But his starting job in Dallas is cemented more than it was in Golden State. Still terrifies opposing defenses just to make sure that they're chasing him, because you still don't want to leave Klay Thompson open. Playing alongside Luka, playing alongside Kyrie, he's going to get wide open shots that they would pass to Derrick Jones Jr. or what's the other kid? Tim Hardaway Jr. And they were missing those shots. I think Klay knocks those down. But here's the thing. Your 3 perimeter defenders are Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, and Luka Doncic. They're going to score 140 points in the backcourt. Clear. That's good. That's some of the worst. That's the worst 3 perimeter defenders in 2024. That's bad. So they have to worry about getting somebody there that can stop somebody. And Derrick Jones Jr. was that guy. PJ Washington, he's going to be guarding 4s. It's tough, but
Well,
they better outscore people.
That's why they have to. That's why they didn't. That's why they didn't win in the finals because they could not score.
Couldn't stop anybody.
Boston.
And you bring in Klay Thompson, who's a shell of himself on defense.
Yeah, on defense. I don't think he's there for his defense. I just don't want them to score. I think they just want them to score.
Yeah, and that's all they worried about. But in turn, you got to go on the other end and defend. I don't think y'all realize how big of a deal that is. That teams got to go on the other end and play defense. That's why Dallas goes into that 4-1 series and gets cooked like that because they're getting cooked on the other end. They got another guy playing defense on the other end. Well, that's why Jokic and them lost because they lost Bruce Brown, bringing in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's a great defender, but still you need another defender.
Are we talking about Denver or Dallas? Because if we're talking about Dallas, to me, yes, defense is huge. Defense is huge. But Dallas played the number one defensive team, and they beat them. You know why they beat Minnesota? They hit shots. They wasn't hitting shots in the finals.
Yeah, but I think
you see what I'm saying. Like defense is great. Don't get it. Don't. Please don't get me wrong. Defense is great, but Minnesota was the best defensive team in the NBA. Yeah. Dallas beat them easily.
Do you know why? Dallas
they hit shots.
No, bro, they wasn't hitting.
Kyrie played horrible the first two games.
No, what I'm saying is the person that helped that defensive marker to be so high, the number one defensive person, is because Rudy Gobert. They realized you got to put him in action. The other teams didn't do that. Okay. They put Rudy Gobert in action, and he was fooled, man.
So you're telling me Kyrie did not shoot the ball horribly in the first two games?
Yeah, he did.
That's what I'm saying.
Record. Yeah.
So if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Kyrie hits those shots. Kyrie plays better in game one and game two. We got a ball game.
No, it's a ball game. All I'm saying is you're predicating this is the top defensive team. Their defense was premierly set up in the paint, and in turn, what they did was put him in action. So much so to the point where they were thinking about playing Nas Reed.
Who was the young kid that was guarding Devin Booker for Minnesota? His name is escaping me.
Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels plays is a perimeter defender.
No, I'm saying, but their number one defensive person on their team is who, Jeff?
Well, okay, Rudy Gobert is the defensive player. Cool. But what I'm saying is they have perimeter defenders on that team, too.
So what I'm saying is if you take Rudy Gobert off that team.
It's still a solid defensive team.
No, Jeff, but what I'm saying is the reason that they were rating so high is because of Rudy Gobert. So if you take him off said team and you have to play Nas Reed.
I'm confused now what we're talking about.
It pales into comparison to say, defense doesn't matter.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying defense doesn't matter, but I'm saying defense plays a lot into it. But the best cure for bad defense is scoring more points.
Yeah.
So and I get that, right? Yeah. So why didn't Dallas do that against?
Because they were not making shots.
I don't think Dallas is worried about defense. As stupid as it sounds, Jay, but I don't think they care.
You got another winner, Weezy? Because we're going in circles. I mean, what I'm saying is we just watched a team lose 3 games. No, they lost 3 games.
So why didn't they go get a defender?
Who?
Dallas.
They have solid, defenders. They have solid defenders in the front court.
Who?
PJ's solid.
No,
in the
Jay,
front
this is
court.
what I'm asking you.
I say he's great.
If you think that's so important, then why didn't they go do it?
They can't get anybody, bro. They want people to play defense because Luka doesn't play any defense. Kyrie doesn't play any defense.
Better than Luka.
Steve be getting cooked.
It's better than
Cooked
Luka.
is cooked. Cooked is cooked.
Give me.
Cooked is cooked. Man, I ain't finna keep on talking about that. I got another one. It's the New Orleans Pelicans. I'll roll with that one. You bring in a person that puts CJ in his natural spot, which is the 2 guard.
Yes.
And boy, did you bring in a guy that's going to really, I think, unlock that entire team in DeJounte Murray. And you only gave up 2 first-round picks. Yeah. And all he's done over the past couple of years is average 21, 6, and 7. So this creates a core of who I think they need to get rid of in C.J. McCollum. But him, Murray, Brandon Ingram, and Zion Williamson, that's among the best in the West. I think they move up to maybe a 4 or 5 in the West because of that New Orleans team.
They became a top 3 team with that move.
It's impossible, Joe.
They became a top 3 team with that move. How's it impossible?
Team is not better.
How?
At all.
Well, you can't depend on Zion to stay healthy.
Healthy Zion. No, wait. Healthy Zion. That team was that. Y'all remember that team when Zion was healthy?
Who the number 1 team in the West?
Denver.
Who the number 2 team in the West?
OKC. Now we fighting.
Minnesota, bro. This team is better than Minnesota.
I know. I'm
asking you.
That's right there. Me in the 7-game series, I'm watching all 7 of them games right now. Minnesota versus New Orleans. Healthy DeJounte Murray. CJ McCullough, Brandon Ingram, and healthy Zion, that's gonna be fun, Jay. That's gonna be fun because Zion's gonna put Cat in a. He's gonna put Cat in the dumpster. He's gonna put Cat in the dumpster.
I mean, that
Zion's gonna put Cat. He gonna bag Cat down.
Jeff,
Put
so
him in
you
the dumpster.
saying the New Orleans Pelicans gonna be a top 3 team? You want to put them on
Top
the
4?
board? You said top 3.
I said,
but they counted it out and then you changed.
If I'm gambling,
he counted it out.
If I'm gambling, I'm putting him top 4 right now.
You just said
If
it was
healthy
top
Zion, they
3.
gonna
That
be
was
top
the
4.
whole reason we brought it up.
If I'm,
You said 3.
I am.
What are you saying now? 4? It ain't no reason.
Number
to
1
talk
is
about
Denver.
that.
Number 1 is Denver. Number 2 is Oklahoma City.
3 is Minnesota.
How many games Zion got to play? If Zion plays 60 games, they number 3. Absolutely.
Well, it's so many.
Absolutely.
What now? You
It's
saying?
Zion.
You saying?
We can say that if Zion.
If you're saying
Zion ain't played that many
The 3 or
games.
not. The 3 or not. You know,
If Zion got to play the games, that's the only thing. Healthy Zion is the one. He's unstoppable. He's fucking unstoppable, dude. Let's go ahead and say it. Like, no, we gonna act like that. Zion is unstoppable. When healthy, he's unstoppable.
Anybody else got another winner?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Clippers.
Okay.
You get rid of Paul George. You don't pay him that 4-year deal, and you stay under that apron. You bring in role players like Derrick Jones Jr., you bring in Nick Batum, you bring in Chris Dunn, you bring in Mo Bamba, and you get Kevin Porter Jr. on a bullshit contract. And you bring in James Harden for whatever's left of James Harden, you keep Kawhi. That team would have been the same exact team with Paul George that they are going to be now with Terrence Mann as the number 2 player on that team.
yeah, but you said something that I had them as a loser because you bring in like you said you bring in whatever's left of James Harden.
Yep.
So the only superstar they have on that team,
It's Kawhi.
and that's fringe.
And he don't play basketball.
What I'm saying is, if you kept Paul George or not, this team would have won the same amount of games.
Yeah, but
That's
they
not
didn't.
true, bro.
That team didn't get better though.
That team didn't get better. They gonna lose Russ. They lost PG. You bring in Kevin Porter Jr., who hell knows what he can do.
So if Kevin Porter Jr. gives you anything like if you and I thought Kevin Porter Jr. was going to be before the controversy, and we know what that was, we ain't got to talk about that.
Yeah, but that's
Before-
buying that's buying sheep and eating. You don't know what it's gonna do. That's buying.
But if it
sheep and
does,
Cryptocurrency, bro.
but if it hits,
But if it hits.
if Kevin, that's what I'm saying. That
Bro.
was a win.
But if hits is James Wiseman, bro, signing with the Pacers. But if it hits, yeah, he'll be a good backup to Miles Turner. Come on, man.
I'm talking about Kevin. That's solid, but I think to me the Clippers, in the situation they were in, they made the right move. You couldn't pay Paul George.
I disagree with that. My next winner, go ahead, Weezy. Give me a winner.
I also had OKC as a winner, and I had
Okay.
Philly as a winner.
Okay, yeah. My next win is the New York Knicks. I think it's impossible to overstate how much Mikal Bridges elevates that team that's already a really good team. In a vacuum, I think Mikal Bridges isn't worth 5 first-round picks. But if you add him alongside OG Anunoby and you're funneling people to the rim that's being protected by Mitchell Robinson, offensively, this team is out of the world. You got JB now. You got another 20-point scorer in Julius Randle and Bridges and OG right around 17, 18. This team definitely contends. I think they're the number 2 team in the entire Eastern Conference, being that the Celtics are still the Celtics. The only downer is losing Hardenstein for nothing, but at the same time, you'll figure out a way to kind of get somebody in to kind of funnel some of those rebounds. You can get, Andre Drummond would have been perfect, but I think they figure out a way to get a backup 5 because let's just be real, Mitchell Robinson doesn't stay healthy a lot. Not a healthy player.
Basketball. Go ahead, Wiz.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bringing in Mikal Bridges, I think it's. I don't give a fuck what people think. It's equal to what Boston did bringing in your boy last
Drew
year.
Holiday, I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%.
Oh, shit, that means it ain't because you'll never agree with me. Oh,
No, when I seen them go get KP, and then when they got Drew Holiday, I said, "Oh, it's over with. This team's number 1."
yeah, if they
Number
stay
one.
healthy. Because
Bro.
Tips gonna have them playing big boy defense early in the year.
Now that 5 looks totally crazy. You got JB who don't play no defense. I get that. But now you have Mikal Bridges to guard those guys. You got OG at the 3. You got Julius at the 4. And you got Mitch at the 5.
Who's
now
JB? Who's JB?
Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
And then you have Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench. And then you still have Deuce McBride. Then you got Josh Hart. Then you still have the young guy that they just drafted, Tyler Collect.
That's how they gonna play though.
Sure. Yeah, he might find Taj Gibson on the street and figure him out too.
Question though, basketball question. As great as that starting 5 sounds, is it a problem? Do they run into the problem of only having one basketball?
No.
You don't think so?
No, not that. Not OG. OG don't really deserve like shots, like right.
But you paid him like that.
No, yeah, but some people are paying people to play defense. Like Derek White is there to score and defend. He's gonna do that.
Yeah.
You pay KP to protect the rim and score when you need him to. So and then you got Drew Holiday who got maxed out last year, and you
still pay him.
you see what I'm saying?
But
So yeah, you gotta pay him.
But OG, yeah, you gotta pay. No, you gotta pay
Yeah.
OG. I'm just saying, like, do you think at some point they run into a problem of only
Or
one
things
basketball?
get a little tricky. You can always trade Julius Randle and get 2 or 3 pieces for him.
That's what I think they do.
Yeah.
I don't think. Julius
I think the
makes it
only
to
pressure
the
they're
season.
going to run into is just playing at the Garden and being in New York. Because there's going to be a lot of pressure on just New York, is just playing in New York.
Okay.
I don't think Julius Randle make it to the season.
It's
Yeah,
Jalen
I think
Bronson's
so.
team.
Yeah, it's JB's team. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's JB's team. Yeah.
Ain't no question.
Moving on to the losers. Everybody finished with their winners.
Well, Orlando Magic.
Okay.
That KC, well, we talked about it on the show before when we did our predictions. KCP going there, being an adult, being a championship pedigree, that team looking to make the moves.
Yeah.
You got Paulo, and you got you bring back Mo Wagner, you bring back your
They overpaid for Jonathan Isaac. They
yeah,
gave him
they could-
$84
You
million.
could let Jonathan Isaac walk.
Just let him go.
Yeah, you could let
and
that-
be a Trump supporter.
Yeah, you could let that walk.
Yeah.
Well,
and one more real quick before we go is Golden State. To what you said, Jeff, about the Clippers, how they got better by doing nothing. Actually, Golden State stayed the same by getting Buddy Hield and losing
Him and Clay.
him and Clay, because
Clay
Clay played
now.
defense.
Yeah.
That's an even trade.
Yeah.
That they didn't get better, but they didn't get worse.
Yeah. Only thing that worries me about Buddy Hield is the fact that he can get off the bench and help the Sixers.
that's the problem.
But at the same time, too,
You got the bitch to do what?
he didn't help
Get
the
out-
Sixers last
Yeah,
year.
we thought that when that trade. Go ahead,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, but if you look at him and now you have Brandon Podziemski, you still got Moses Moody, you still got a bunch of guys on that team that are just scorers. I think somebody is going to be the odd man out, and I think it'll probably be Moses that'll be left. Real quick, the Brooklyn Nets. Dude, the Nets turned Kevin Durant, that trade, into 9 first-round picks. They got 4 from the Suns, plus Mikal Bridges. Listen, this could be the quickest turnaround that we've seen in NBA history. They have 15 first-round picks over the next 7 drafts. $60 million in cap space. So either you tank real bad to go get Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper, or you figure out a way to kind of entice people to come there and play in Brooklyn. Either way, that's going to be a quick rebuild, very similar to what OKC did. So,
I ain't seen a quicker rebuild.
Ben Simmons.
I ain't seen a quicker rebuild than what Boston did with the big 3 with KG and
that shit took a long time.
with KG and Paul Pierce.
It took a while. You got to realize they got Jalen Brunson, then they went and got JB. That was 4 years after the fact, bro.
No, I'm talking about KG.
When they traded them to, he's talking about when they traded them to.
I'm talking about Boston.
They traded
Talking
them to
about
Brooklyn.
when they put the big 3
Yeah,
together.
that was
Oh,
a quick turnaround.
I thought you were talking about when they traded them to Brooklyn.
No.
Yeah.
When they put the big 3 together in Boston.
In Boston, yeah, that was a big turnaround. That was fast. Yeah. Moving on to the losers. Weezy, give me your first loser.
Paul George, Embiid, Max. That's big 3 now.
Yeah. Big threes don't work no more.
That's
though.
my loser.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Weezy. I mean, Jeff.
That's
give me
my
your first.
loser.
Yeah.
As cameraman, you guys probably couldn't hear him because he's not on mic. Philly going to get Paul George for that 4-year deal. Big 3 era is over with, bro. That
dead.
business model is dead.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You need a player, and you need maybe a 2, and you need guys. You need a group of guys. Not even LeBrons. You need a group of guys. You need Kentavious Caldwell Popes. You need Bruce Bowens. You need Brandon Browns. You need guys. Guys that know a role, that do a specific. You need Rob Covington's when he was in his bag, right? He's still playing, shout out to him. But you need guys that are in their bag to push your team over the top. Big threes don't work. This is gonna flame out real bad for Philadelphia. So much is dependent on 2 guys that Paul George played 75 games last year. That was an anomaly. That's not what he do. We know that. The 2 guys, you got 2 guys on that team that you need every night that aren't gonna be there every night, and I hate that. I hope I'm wrong because I love watching them play basketball.
I ain't finna get off from there. What you got another loser? Weezy.
Well, my first loser is the Clippers. I mean,
Let's talk about it.
yeah, James Harden, that's my guy. I'll go pick him up from the airport right now, and we go kick it. But on the court, I think I can beat him right now. I just do. I know he will put me in the bucket, Jay. That's obvious.
Yeah,
You finna say that? That's
It's
obvious.
Okay. It's okay.
But in my head, I think I can give him. I think I got a shot with him right now.
Yeah, I'm rolling with you. I mean, you'll introduce a brand new arena at the start of the 2024-25 campaign, and you're rolling out Kevin Porter Jr., a shell of Kawhi Leonard, a shell of James Harden on a 2-year, $70 million deal. You let Paul George go. You get Derrick Jones Jr. for $30 million over 3 years. Come on, man. They're worse than they've ever been. They were already on shaky ground with all of those players that couldn't stay in a high level. You lose Russell Westbrook as well. He's probably going to go somewhere else. This is a very bad team. This is a terribly constructed team. I think Kawhi Leonard is done. You sign him for a 3-year deal. He will be hurt 2 of those years. I think with the Clippers, they really, unless they figure out a way to go get DeMar DeRozan, which I don't think is possible now that they signed all of those guys. Man, that was a really bad signing for the Clippers to at least I'm bringing Russell Westbrook back before I'm bringing James Harden back.
Me too.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
and see, it's a better chance of Kawhi catching lightning in the bottle right now than James Harden.
I agree. Yeah, so that's why they gave him max money. But you get, 2-year deal and James Harden somehow figured out a way to put a no trade clause in that $70 million deal. Man, that's crazy.
He love LA, don't he?
Yeah, he love LA. He from LA, so I get it. Next loser, what you got? No, how did you miss all of that and say, he's trash?
No, I just think he has a better chance of having being his old self than James Harden does.
Absolutely. What you got, Jeff? Give me another loser.
We talked about Philly. Let's talk about the Lakers. To me, the Lakers, you wanted. Now this is contingent on DeMar DeRozan, right? When this airs, now if DeMar DeRozan goes there, figure that out. That's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
But you wanted to get Klay Thompson, couldn't get Klay.
I agree.
Klay turned you all down to go to Dallas, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. And you have to pay LeBron. We understand that, but you pay LeBron a lot of money, and you don't have the money to go around now to get a mid-level exception guy that you really truly need, because you can't roll that same team back out. That's what they're going to do. And you hoping that the D'Angelo Russell trade piece can help you out. But who's taking that on when he just topped it in his contract? This is rough, man.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think they're right back in the play-in mix. I really think LeBron should have taken a pay cut, because if you get a pay cut, you can get Jeremy Grant and DeMar DeRozan. And he did not. He, in turn, took 50. And they're nowhere near a championship caliber team. They're back to the drawing board with this team. And I really think that it's not, and I get it, LeBron James got to go get his money because he's going to turn that money into the LeBron effect. I get it. But, man, that's bad. That's a bad look for the Lakers and Lakers fans. My next loser is Nikola Jokic. For the second straight season, the Nuggets lose a key free agent team willing to pay more. You lose Bruce Brown, like I mentioned earlier. Now you lose KCP, like Jeff mentioned, to the Magic. I think he's one of the better 3-and-D defenders and a complimentary player to win a championship. There's plenty to talk about adding Russell Westbrook, but I think this is the thing that's going to hurt them. It's a swing situation. Russell Westbrook is not a swing 3-point shooter. Yeah, they ranked dead last in 3-point attempts last season. The Denver Nuggets did. So I think going away from that is going to hurt them even more. And if a person like Nikola Jokic isn't happy, I think it could be problems in Denver, because that team is constructed bad right now, bringing in Christian Brown, bringing in Peyton Watson, who are great young guys, but they needed KCP, and they didn't even offer him a competing contract.
I think they're dependent. They're one of my losers as well.
Yeah, on Jokic.
Yeah. I think, well, let me say it this way. I think they're dependent on the two guys you just mentioned to take leaps this year.
Yeah, they said that last year, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're banking on to happen. So I have them as losers as well, because you have a tried and true formula with KCP.
Right.
Now I get Jokic is pushing for the team to make the move to get Russ, because going against Minnesota, it showed they did not have another person that could get a bucket. Say what you say about Russ.
Yeah.
We don't want him shooting swing threes. We don't want him doing that. But putting the ball on the ground when you're pressing, Russ can get to the hole and still find the right guy.
Russ will be better than nothing.
Russ can do that.
For sure.
So
absolutely.
That's what they needed against Minnesota, was another guy that could put the ball on the ground. Because Jamal Murray was the only one you had, and it just wasn't there. So but again, they're a loser for me. Yeah, top two. It's still top two.
What they gonna get DeRozan? Or they can't do it.
They can't do it. He shoots too many mid-range shots. Denver. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Denver. It's tough. Yeah, they top forwards as well.
What you got? Want to be their top two?
I was with the Lakers too.
Mm-hmm.
I was with the Lakers too.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Steph Curry. He's a loser for me, because if you look at the first 2 days of free agency, first week, the dynasty isn't a thing of the past. But I think that Steph Curry, being 36 years old, kind of similar to what LeBron James needs, he needs help. and they've tried to go get help, and the Clippers weren't able to play ball. They really wanted Paul George. I think he'd have been a great compliment to be on that Golden State Warriors team, and that 24 that he averages would have been right around 21, which you needed from Clay, and they just didn't want to send him into the same division, which makes sense, right? I don't want to play against him every 4 games or something like that. That's tough to go against. So the return that you got for trading Jordan Poole is absolutely nothing. You got nothing for Jordan Poole, which is the max guy for his contract. And I think Clay being, on the decline, you have to bring in somebody that could replace him. And I don't think Brandon Podziemski can replace Klay Thompson. I think he'll be a really good person to come in and play some pseudo Klay Thompson. But Paul George, you needed Paul George. And I really think my guy needed some help. And 25 months from winning a championship, this team is in the playing game just like they were last year. It's tough.
I'm telling you, man, the punch ruined that team.
I 100%.
The punch ruined that team.
And Clay, yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Injuries. Don't put it up. We can't say just Clay.
Yeah, well, Clay's injuries for sure.
I know,
Yeah, Clay's
but
injuries.
But we tried to go get Zach LaVine to go there, and they didn't want him.
Now that's malpractice what Chicago's doing to Zach LaVine.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
Well-
they gotta get him out of there.
Well,
Like,
the punch. And
Don't
here's the thing. And they're showing that they showed their loyalty towards Draymond, which is aging, but that ruined the team because Jordan Poole, it's easy to come off the bench or play, secondary to Steph Curry when you know Steph Curry gonna do his thing. You just gotta do a little bit. But when you gotta go be the man somewhere, it shows.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
It shows.
he might be on the market again.
Who?
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
where's he
you
gonna
gotta
go
get
now?
him. Yeah.
His value is down now. I wouldn't buy that stock.
Well, I mean, if the value's down and you go to the stadium, you need him back.
Nah, hell no.
Shit.
I just think
ruined it.
we're about to watch Kobe Bryant-ish when those last couple of years with the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to see Steph Curry go through that, man. That team, man. Man. And I see now why Bob Myers is like, hey, now we got to make some tough decisions here. Oh, you don't want to make those tough decisions? Okay, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
I'm quitting. I wouldn't want to make those decisions either.
Well, here's the thing: if you're gonna make those tough decisions, you gotta make those tough decisions early on.
You do, and that's what he was trying to do. Yeah. Last year, he was trying to get rid of Draymond Green and let him go to Memphis, and they was trying to let Klay Thompson go and go to L.A. And then now you have pieces. Now, if they get Lauri Markkanen, this could be a totally different conversation.
That's a whole different ball game, dude.
Totally different conversation. But if you just as constructed, this is tough, man. This is a tough team, and man, it's tough. I don't want Steph going out like that because I watched Kobe go through it, and it was tough to watch. Any other losers, guys?
Yeah, you get Lauri Markkanen, that changes.
Absolutely everything.
Not for me. No more losers for me.
Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. You went all in last year, and you get Dame Lillard, and because you panicked, right? Because you panicked because you saw that team that's constructed with Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis, and you didn't think you could run it back with them. You lose White Dante, you lose PJ, you lose pieces around, and you just roll that team out. Come back out this year, you have the injuries of Giannis, the injuries from time to time of Dame Lillard. Now your team's a year older, and you don't have the cap space or the room to make any type of purposeful moves to help that team out. That's a championship window is closing on Giannis. No matter how we feel about it, that window is 1 to 2 years from being completely shut. That's him being the number one guy. Yeah, and you hate to see that because that's what's happening to him. And if Denver isn't careful, that's what's going to happen to Jokic.
Yeah, another loser for me is Detroit Pistons. Trajan Langdon, your first major move, fresh off a 14-win season. You give Tobias Harris 2 years, $52 million. And here's the thing. All right, people are mad because Tobias Harris made $300 million in his career. And Klay Thompson only made $314 million in his career. And the only thing that Tobias Harris has to show for it, and Weezy mentions this all the time, he doesn't have any accolades. He has a third-place finish as most improved player. And Klay Thompson has all-stars, gold medals, 4 championships, 30 points in a quarter without dribbling, something crazy. And Tobias Harris is just a swindler, man. And golly, man, that team is bad.
I had Tobias Harris as my 5th winner. Yeah. But we moved on. You know what I mean? But Tobias Harris is a legend
at the bank.
It's all about potential.
Shout out to him.
It ain't even potential.
It's
over.
over.
Potential. We know what Tobias Harris is. Man, his dad.
Yeah, shout
His
out to
dad
Pops.
is his
Shout out
agent.
to his father.
And my last winner, or not a winner, is a loser. Is the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
And Pat Riley gets up in all of these press conferences and say, "Hey, we're still contenders when we're fully healthy," but they haven't been healthy in 3 to 4 years. And on top of that, you have a situation that is tapped out. That roster is done. It is tapped out. Jimmy Butler needs to be gone. You need to trade him while you can. What Weezy say earlier with Mick Grusbeck that owns the Celtics. You trade when it's at its highest point. And this team now has assets to pull off a blockbuster trade, but they won't do it. And now they're one of the major losers in free agency. I think they're 7th, maybe 8th best team in the Eastern Conference.
That Dame trade, man, that hurt because they were
hurt them.
all in to get Dame.
They were
all in to get Dame. And Portland screwed them.
Yeah.
Portland screwed them real good.
Yeah.
And
man.
that was tough. So I'm with you on mine. I had them as well. Like now again, a couple of things swing here or there with DeMar DeRozan or Glory. Or,
Mike could get DeRozan.
Yeah.
Maybe could figure out a way to get Dame.
Milwaukee would do it.
I'm saying.
But if you're Milwaukee, you gave up so
Tyler
much.
Hero wants to go back home.
That's crazy. You gave up so much.
What's
to get
home for
that.
Tyler Hero?
Milwaukee.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Still need a point guard.
Yeah,
They don't fix that. But if you're Milwaukee, what does that fix?
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
no.
lie. I'll keep Dame over Tyler Hero.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're gonna get Tyler Hero. You're gonna get some pieces.
It doesn't
But
fix
it. Don't fit. It don't fit nothing. Yeah. And that is your winners and losers of NBA free agency offseason, first couple of weeks. Summer League is here.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Something to watch.
Go, Bronny.
It's been a tough week this week.
Woo!
I watch Glizzy Liz in the hot dog eating contest. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, man. They did my boy wrong. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
You got see. What helps me in times like this, like I always got wrestling.
Wrestling. You do got wrestling.
As a form of wrestling is on every night of the week.
Form of wrestling.
I mean, ain't nothing helped me out.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube and crypto. Shit done drove me crazy.
And I can tell. And
That shit done drove me crazy.
It shows. Yeah, it shows. Yes, it shows.
What's this show?
Well, it showed because you brought it up 4 times since we recorded the pod. Oh, yeah. You Shiba Nibu. Oh, yeah. Did you buy in on this?
Yeah, right. Shit done drove
Yeah,
me crazy.
yeah. It shows, my brother. Yeah. Shiba Nibu. I tell you what. You got to get rid. Got to sell stocks when it's high. You said it 4 times through the show, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. All right. Let's tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up. Now, you going to take care of me on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe, but more importantly, you're right, because you wouldn't even might have no AC in my car. You're right. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby. In due time.
In due time.
In due time.
In due time. Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
In due time.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.